Hey everyone, Kevin here. What I've got here is the Huawei P20 Pro, the one with the triple camera. Now there is the Huawei P20, there's a dual camera, there's a P20 Lite as well. And this is one of the phones that was, it's kind of grabbed a lot of the headlines this year. And rightfully so. This is a gorgeous looking phone. It's got a lot to love. The cameras on it in the back give fantastic photos. Where it's failed maybe a little bit, and perhaps failed's the wrong word, because the video quality, in my opinion, is still very good. But videos is an area where some of the reviews have maybe give a little bit of criticism. Now, you can see this little case here and screen protector. That's still the default one, still in the back there. These came with it. Also came with USB type headphones, which unfortunately I believe have been lost. But they also came with the Quiet Comfort 35 version 2. These Bose headphones are apparently amazing, absolutely amazing. Version 1 got fantastic reviews as well. So this was a really good deal, a really good promotion that Huawei ran. And because of, a lot of people getting these headphones, people have been selling them on eBay. But they're still selling for like $220, $230 second hand. Well, not second hand, but someone else has got it and unopened and then sold it. So I guess technically makes them second hand. But yeah, these things are very good. I think they're about 300 plus 350 new. The first version is like 270 now. So it was a pretty good promotion. But my main focus in this video is about the phone itself. Now, just from a size point of view, it's really not that much different from my HTC U11. But what you can see, again in the shot, what you can see is, well, look at the display. The bezel at the top, look at that large. I never realized this was a large bezel. I never really thought it was a large bezel, but you can see that at the top there, and it's got the notch there. Now, the notch does seem to be something that divides opinion. I haven't been using this day in, day out, but in the kind of messing around with it, I don't think it's that bad. I honestly don't think it's that bad having the little notch here for the camera. It really isn't. In my opinion, it really isn't that bad. I'd rather have a larger display with a notch than have a larger bezel. But everyone's different. What I would say though is, this one in mine here, I've got the home button, and then you've got like the back button and things like that there. So, you can see them light up there. But here you've got the home button, but then you've basically got another home button above. You've got the ones on display. So really what I would have liked to have seen is these buttons here, because this bezel is sitting doing nothing. So, I realise that's there because it's a fingerprint sensor, but I really would have liked to have seen, that brought down to there, and then you don't need to have it on the display. Of course, I can set that on the display here as well. From a display point of view, I think it's amazing. Like looking around the phone, you've got the SIM card slot over there. Some mics at the top, power, volume rocker, USB type C with the speaker at the bottom there. I mean, it's fast, but I'll be honest guys, I still think my phone from last year is fast. So yeah, I don't think speed is anything that you need to worry about with any flagship phone at the moment. It really isn't anything that you need to worry about. So yeah, this is fast. It's as fast as any phone you're going to see this year. So yeah, this thing is going to be rapid. So don't worry about that. As I said, the last videos I did a video from showing the front camera and the back camera, and it all came from this photo app. And the photo app looks really, really good. It's got a lot of different options here. There's a lot of, it's just as good as you'd expect for any phone app, any phone camera app. It's got the Pro mode. The Pro mode is something that we're seeing a lot being added to phones now. It's kind of standard now. I'll be honest, I avoid it. I normally do avoid it because I never seem to get the most out of it. I do generally go towards just the default mode. Now you can see my video there, actually. Now, in the video mode, and if I show you the camera, so there's the front camera, and here's what I was talking about in my last video, is there isn't an option here to change to 1080p. To go even downgrade the resolution. It's 720p. That's the only one you can choose, but you can obviously change the different codec. You can change to H.265, but if I change back to video size here, there's a lot more options. You've got 720p, full HD at 60 frames per second. You've got Full HD but 18:9 ratio, so it's 2160 by 1080, and then you've got 4K, which will be 30 frames per second. Yeah, so I think for me personally, if I was buying this phone, I'd be disappointed with the fact that the front camera can only do 720p. But seeing that, if you had to use something like Open Camera or another camera app, my suspicions are that this can do 1080p from the front camera. You can probably do 1080p recording. And this is a software issue and not any kind of physical limitation with the front camera. That's my belief, and I suspect that's right. But still, it's a little bit disappointing that it doesn't have 720p for the front camera. It's something I would have liked to have seen right off the bat. Perhaps it's something that Huawei will add in the future. I'm always bewildered why software companies do that, why phone companies do that. Because I've seen it in the past where a phone company would release a phone and it can do 1080p, but then it's limited. So perhaps, you know, the back camera could only do 30 frames per second when in reality it could do 60. Or in this case, perhaps this can do 1080p when they're limiting you to 720p. Now, perhaps there's a reason for that. Perhaps they don't want to overheat or something. I don't know, but for me, this has to be 1080p. This is a flagship phone, so it has to be 1080p. So as I said, guys, this isn't a really in-depth look at the Huawei P20 Pro. It's a very quick look at it. I'm not using it all the time. But what I will say is that the photos that I've seen, you know, I'm very, very impressed. I really am very, very impressed. And just the speed and performance and all that of it is pretty impressive. The display looks, the user interface and the displays and all that, you know, the way that everything works and all that, it really is pretty good. See, and you go back with that. That should be there. That should be there. Yeah. So this has been the Huawei P20 Pro. This is one of the flagship phones from 2017, and this is one of the main ones from 2018 thus far. And really impressed by the actual display. Really impressed with that, you know, just the fact that the display extends to the top and the bottom. It does make a difference when you see it. You know, the fact that this is no bigger in my hand, and yet I'm getting so much more real estate. So, you know, I really didn't have a strong opinion on the notch before. I know you can just put a black bar in there at the top if you want, but as far as the notch goes, I don't think it's a main issue. I don't think it's something to be concerned about. Relax, guys. It's not as bad as people make out. So if you're looking for a flagship phone, this should rightfully be one of the phones that you're looking out for. But of course, the market is getting a little bit more crowded now. Initially, we had the Samsung S9, but now we've got the OnePlus 6 being released, the Honor 6, the Honor 10, sorry. We're going to have phones, the HTC U12. We're going to have a phone from Nokia soon as well. So in a month or two, the market's going to be very crowded. But if you see this at a good price and you're looking for a flagship phone, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I really don't. So this has been the Huawei P20 Pro. I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. I'm sorry I've not had a chance to do a more extensive look at it. I've just kind of borrowed it for a little bit. But I must admit, from a photography point of view, it's pretty good. I haven't tested the video quality and all that as much as I would have liked. Stationary, I think the video quality is really good. But like all other smartphones, they're all so shaky when you move around. It's just annoying because they would be the perfect YouTubing selfie camera, you know, because once I've sorted the optical image stabilization issue, the video image stabilization issue, you know, you've got a fantastic recording device for YouTube, but every time you do it, it's just shaky cam. Oh well, rant over. So guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you've got this phone or you know someone with this phone, please do give me your thoughts on it. Let me know what you think, and stay tuned for more videos on my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, take care.